The first player that we're going to talk about is going to be Dante Moore. Dante Moore is from Detroit, Michigan. He is from King High School. I see a lot of people talking about projections to go to Michigan. I believe that Michigan is certainly near the top of his list, as most kids from Detroit are, but this is a recruitment that I don't believe is locked in. This is not he's definitely going to Michigan. A lot of these quarterbacks are going to be leaning somewhere early, and most of them are going to be leaning to the school they're at. I think that's also why this is a big year for Notre Dame at quarterback, and Michigan has not exactly been doing a bang-up job of producing quarterbacks in recent years either. So we're gonna dive into Dante Moore and go over his film, and I'm going to talk to you about what I like about this young man. So first, let's get the film going and start watching him. First thing I like about Dante is you're going to watch. He's got a very quick, snappy release, and you can see it in a lot of these films. He's a young man that can throw off platform when he needs to. Very accurate quarterback. You can watch the ball just jumps out of his hand. You can see here his athleticism on designed runs. He is an athletic kid that can run. What I like about Dante, though, is he's not a runner. He is a guy that can make plays with his legs, but he is a pocket passer. He likes to do damage from the pocket. He likes to do damage with his arm. You can see the ball placement right there. That is really, really good ball placement. And you can just see how quickly he snaps the ball off on this throw. He sees it and he rips it. I love that. I love a quarterback that can see things and rip it. He's not necessarily set in the pocket, but he has to settle up quickly, get the ball out, and just perfectly place it down the field. At the 7-on-7 that I saw him at recently, his motion looked a little strange, but on film, this kid has got a great release, really good ball placement, nice footwork, and I think that's where his athleticism helps. He can power the ball downfield, but he also shows a lot of touch in the pocket. And you can see it here. This is one of those off-platform throws. I love this. This might be one of my favorite throws. Now, think about this. He's throwing from the 30-yard line. He's got an unblocked edge player screaming right at him. He can't step into this throw at all. He bangs a post route on a line from the 30-yard line as he's about to get hit, thrown off of his back foot. This is exceptional arm strength. I think this is a kid that completed 70% of his passes this year, but as I said, it's not so much about the accuracy, the completion percentage, as it is just an exceptional ability to see it and rip it and throw the ball where he wants to. He has great command of the football. He's just a guy that he's like a point guard in basketball that can just put the ball wherever he wants in all types of different angles and situations. This is a really, really talented young quarterback. Just let a couple of these clips go through here. I also like him too. He's a very confident, and I don't want to say cocky because he doesn't present himself as cocky at all. I really mean just like he's got a lot of, I'm a good quarterback. I can make a lot of throws. I mean, this is a great example. When the ball leaves his hand, I'm like, does he not see the free safety? But as you watch it, you can see he puts it perfectly on that guy's back shoulder, right between the two different players. This is really, really exceptional ball placement here. That is one heck of a throw for a sophomore to be able to make this kind of throw. And this is from the 40-yard line. And watch. Okay, so one of the things I talked about was ease of power. So watch this. This is not Dante doing a full body, full exertion throw. He sets his feet. He's got a great base, and he snaps it off about 35 yards in the air on a line between two deep defenders. This is really, really good. Really good. This is a talented young quarterback. Let me just show a couple more plays here, and you're going to see what I like about him. His timing is really good for a young player. Now, there's obviously parts of his game that he's got to get better, and his body needs to be built up a little bit. He's got a very young-looking body. He's going to have to add weight and all those type of things, but he's got all the throwing tools and mental tools that you want. And just being around him briefly at the Columbus camp, he's a very intelligent kid, very poised and savvy when you consider how young he is. And there's an example of him making plays out of the pocket. Really talented quarterback. This is the one. This is another example of he has to look. He's dropping normal, but then he's got to quickly set his feet and just snap the ball off, unorthodox manner, but right where needed to be because he sees that guy coming open. Gets his guy the ball in space. That is excellent, excellent quarterback work. So that is an example of, I mean, you just see some clips there from Dante Moore, very talented quarterback. He's probably right now my favorite quarterback on this board. He's the kind of guy you say, hey, if you could get any quarterback in this class, who would you want to get? Dante Moore would be the guy that I would want to put at the top of my list. And that includes Malachi Nelson and Arch Manning and all those guys. I'm a big Dante Moore fan as a quarterback. So I think he's a guy that could have a big impact. Next.